Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. One-click protection for all your devices. Visit expressvpn.com/inside. Nintendo's E3 2021 Direct has finally come and gone, so we're taking a quick moment to recap all the highlights. First and foremost, it was great to finally get another look at the very anticipated sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. A new trailer showed off cutscenes and gameplay, which included what looks like a new kinesis or time-oriented rune ability and a flamethrower? Anyways, let the theory crafting begin, because the big reveal in the new trailer was that the setting for Breath of the Wild's successor is expanding to include the skies of Hyrule. Contrary to reports from Bloomberg and a few other outlets earlier this year that the sequel to Breath of the Wild would come out in 2021, Nintendo confirmed that the game will arrive until sometime in 2022. On the upside, we know that Skyward Sword HD is coming out later this summer on July 16th, and in celebration of Zelda's 35th anniversary, Nintendo is releasing a Legend of Zelda themed Game & Watch, which will include the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, the Game Boy version of Link's Awakening, and some other neat features. The retro-inspired handheld drops later this year on November 12th. It was certainly cool to see some Zelda love, but the biggest surprise of Nintendo's showcase was easily the announcement of an all-new Metroid game. Yep, in an unprecedented move, Nintendo skipped right over Metroid Prime 4 and announced Metroid Dread, which will be the fifth and most recent installment in the mainline series. Narratively, Metroid Dread takes place after Metroid Fusion, which was released on the Game Boy Advance in 2002, meaning it's been 19 years since we've seen a true sequel within the franchise. Dread is clearly an extension of the collaborative work Nintendo and Mercury Steam put into the Samus Returns remake, which came out in 2017, and the duo seeks to improve on their formula here. Mechanics like free aiming and the melee counter are making a return, but new to the series is a dash attack and a slide maneuver. There's also a new cloaking ability and fluid dynamics for water puzzles. The biggest update, though, is that Samus can encounter virtually indestructible robots called Emmy that will mercilessly hunt her down until she can acquire a special one-time use Omega Beam to dispatch them. It's a lot to look forward to, and you don't even have to wait that long, because the official launch date for Metroid Dread is October 8th of this year. Another really big reveal during Nintendo's E3 2021 Direct was Shin Megami Tensei V. You play as a Japanese high school student who is transported to an alternate post-apocalyptic Tokyo inhabited by angels and demons. You fuse with a mysterious figure which allows you to fight the demons, but you can also recruit them as allies and even fuse them together. Shin Megami Tensei V comes out this year on November 12th. Mario Party Superstars was also announced, which is kind of like a Mario Party remake that includes 5 classic boards from the Nintendo 64 Mario Party era and 100 mini-games curated from both the N64 and GameCube games. Mario Party Superstars will include local wireless and online play for all its modes, and it also comes out later this year on October 29th. If that wasn't enough minigame action for you, Nintendo also revealed WarioWare Get It Together, which is an all-new WarioWare game that puts a twist on that familiar format by letting you play as Wario and friends while in their own games. WarioWare Get It Together is slated to come out September 10th and will also support local wireless and online play as well. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin dropped an in-depth gameplay trailer that confirmed a release date of July 9th, and Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope also made an appearance, but we already saw a lot of it at the Ubisoft event a few days prior. There were also a number of collections and ports that got announced. Tony Hawk 1 and 2, the Life is Strange Remastered Collection, Life is Strange True Colors, a Danganronpa collection, and even a Monkey Ball collection are all coming to Switch. Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater was a Wii U game that came out in 2015, and now it's also getting ported over to the Switch later this year, which is nice for fans of the series. Speaking of giving fans what they want, Advance Wars finally got a remake. It really happened. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp modernizes versions of the original titles and will include a versus mode for up to 4 players. To add to the good news, the long-awaited remake is set to launch this year on December 3rd. So as you can tell, this year's Nintendo Direct at E3 had a little bit of everything, but despite an entirely new Metroid game being announced and a better look at the sequel to Breath of the Wild, I think by far my favorite part was at the very beginning of the showcase. When the newest addition to the Smash Ultimate roster, Kazuya Mishima, proceeded to throw every Smash character into a volcano, just as he had done to his father and his father had done to him in turn, and so on as the Tekken lore goes. Alright, that's gonna do it for all the big Nintendo announcements during E3 2021. A lot of people are still waiting to hear some official word or announcement about the Switch Pro, which could still be coming sometime this summer, but with Breath of the Wild 2 not dropping until next year, maybe we don't hear anything till December or early 2022. In the meantime, let us know in the comments about your favorite games shown during Nintendo's E3 Direct, and thanks for watching.